Hello everyone, just me, Guardian today, and I want to talk about shonen trios. Shonen trios provide a mix of personalities that often clash, evolve, and ultimately strengthen the bond between the characters. Think of Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura, Itadori, Nobara, and Megumi, and Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Zenitsu. These groups usually feature a balanced dynamic where the characters' differences fuel conflict, growth, and a richer narrative. However, upon having recently watched the show Demon Slayer, the expected tension among Tanjiro and Inosuke and Zenitsu is largely absent. Instead, the trio functions with a surprising level of harmony, and their interactions are usually comedic relief instead of actual conflict, compared to like Sasuke leaving Naruto and Naruto having to go get him back, and Sanji doing the same thing. This raises a question for me. Why do these characters exist in the story if they don't fulfill a traditional role of a shonen trio? And more specifically, what is the purpose of Inosuke, a character whose wild and abrasive nature seems like a very interesting comparative to the generally calm and compassionate demeanor of Tanjiro? So, jumping into it, to understand Inosuke's role, let's revisit his introduction in the Tsuzumi Mansion arc. Inosuke first appears when Zenitsu and Suichi are searching for an exit after being separated from Tanjiro and Teruko. Zenitsu opens a door in desperation only to reveal Inosuke, who bursts out like a wild animal, knocking down doors and sprinting through the corridor. His entrance is chaotic and aggressive, and he is initially mistaken for a demon. This foreshadows Inosuke's unpredictable and belligerent nature, setting the stage for his role in the story. Inosuke's characterization as a wild, untamed warrior who thrives on instinct and aggression could have easily made him a simple contrast to Tanjiro's calm, calculated approach. However, instead of setting him up as a direct antagonist within the group like Vegeta, Demon Slayer uses Inosuke to explore how camaraderie can vary between different characters. His introduction at first is violent and jarring, but it also hints at his deeper complexity. A character driven by a survivalist mentality, shaped by his upbringing in the mountains, yet yearning for a connection and understanding. Inosuke's development through the series reflects a journey from isolation and hostility to a more nuanced understanding of strength and compassion. His interactions with Tanjiro and Zenitsu, while often played for, laughs or gags, gradually reveal a softer side to his character. He learns to trust and rely on his friends, even if he doesn't always express it in the most conventional way. This growth is subtle, but it's significant because it adds depth to his role in the trio. Inosuke isn't just there to clash with Tanjiro or Zenitsu. He's there to challenge the idea that strength is purely physical and show that emotional resilience and vulnerability are also forms of strength, as seen through Tanjiro and Zenitsu. Moreover, Inosuke's presence in the trio serves as a counterbalance to the often heavy emotional beats of the story, which can be understandable. For shonen standards, they usually have they usually require a break from very heavy tensions. That's why that's why Berserk is not shonen. It could never be shonen. The closest thing you're going to get to a very heavy, dark, gritty manga in shonen is something like Attack on Titan, or I'd stretch to even say Demon Slayer. Inosuke contributes to the pacing of the tone and series, preventing it from becoming too dark or somber. It's also important to consider how Inosuke's journey parallels the broader themes of Demon Slayer, which is that demons, despite their monstrous appearances and actions, were once human beings with their own pain and suffering, which led to them becoming demons. Inosuke's initial portrayal as a near demonic figure who was later revealed to be deeply human mirrors his theme. His character arc reinforces the idea that people and demons are not defined by their outward appearance and their aggressive instincts, but by his capacity for growth. He truly is a very he's very hollowed out when we first meet him. He's, even though he's played off as a gag character, he's just full of nothing but getting stronger and being crazy. A big example of Inosuke turning into a character that relies and trusts on his allies more is during the rehabilitation training arc, where he's so humiliated that he lost that he apologizes to Tanjiro for being so weak. And this is a moment of huge vulnerability and exposure for him because he had never before, you know, told someone his feelings or anything like that. I mean, he was raised by boars, so he never talked to anyone before. In conclusion, while Inosuke might not serve the traditional role of a shonen trio member who engages in conflict to drive the story forward, or compels our main character to get stronger, he plays an essential part in the narrative of Demon Slayer. His unpredictability and eventual growth offer a unique perspective of strength and vulnerability, while his interactions with Tanjiro and Zenitsu enrich the group in dynamic and comedic ways. Onosuke works because he challenges the expectations of both the characters within the story, proving that there's more to Shonen Trio than just the sum of its parts.